Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Aminat Olowora, who just won her second consecutive conference championship in cross country. And Aminat, how excited were you to win your second straight championship meet?
I'm so happy, and this year was different. It's different from last year. Yeah, seeing my team also, most of us, we are in like top 6 of us, we won the conference, so that was amazing. So I'm so happy with this year. Yeah, everything go well the way we plan, we work hard, then everybody we out there doing their best, then I'm so happy to see that.
How would you describe the course out there in Shawnee for the championships?
I kind of like the course, like going down the hill, then coming up the hill, then everything was like all grass, then that make it more easier for every one of us, because most of the times we train on grass, then running on that field kind of make it easy for us.
You won the national championship last year as well, and that meet's coming up next. How motivated are you to repeat as national champion?
Oh, I'm so happy. First, last year we were ranked like number 9 before the national, but now we are ranked number 1, which make me more excited. Like, I wanted to see what is going to happen that day. Like, most of my teammates, they're like working so hard. Like, the conference, the way they run at conference, and looking at each other like in practice these days, then I can see we're going to do perfect. Like, we're going to do well. It's going to be different from last year, because sometimes as an athlete, anytime I won, I'm not that happy. Then seeing my team also winning, that makes me more happy. So I think this year we are going for good. Yeah.
How will you prepare for the national meet?
National is not something I wanted to prepare for 2 weeks after the conference. Before any race, you need to like start preparing from the starting of the season. So it's just the same thing we have been doing from the starting of the season. Then I would just say, like, shout out to Coach Crime and Coach Aguero. They have done a great job. Like, they make sure like every athlete need to go to the gym like twice in a week. Which one is not about going to the gym alone. Anytime we are going to the gym, the girls were like telling each other, you need to go to the gym twice this week. So it's like the motivation is there. We are like working as a group, as a team before the national, which is very amazing. We have been doing this from the starting of the season. So I kind of like, I would say we have been preparing from the starting of the season. So we can prepare for national for 2 weeks. So it's something that we have been doing from the start of the season, and I'm quite sure we are going to do it this time.
Tell us about some of your teammates on this team. You've talked about how this team is better than last year and is doing better. Tell us about some of the individuals.
Yeah, I'm so happy, like, the team we have this year. The team we have last year is good. Like, having Sarah on the team, it was amazing. She's one of the best athletes I've ever known. But this year, I'm so happy for everybody. It's not about what I learned as an athlete is being within a group and seeing how much they are working hard, how hardworking they are. Then I can tell from Brooke, Lydia, and Michaela, these 3 athletes, they are one of the best athletes on our team. But there are some athletes that we can just like try to look at them also, which is Tyler and Cassidy and Sheridan. This athlete from the starting of the season, they have been working so hard. And we can tell from our conference, the way they run at conference shows like they are going to do well in national. So I would say they have been working so hard every time, every day in practice. So they are doing good, and I'm so happy to be part of their team. It's not about what they do on the team alone. They are so nice outside the team. So these are the kind of people, anytime I'm going to practice every morning, because our practice is 6:15 a.m. Then I wake up at 6:15 a.m. to go to practice. I'm so happy because I'm going to practice to meet these people, like these people that they are so special, they're hardworking, they're so nice, caring. So I think that kind of like motivates me most of the times, because coming from a far place, then staying in a place without seeing your family. But it's just like I'm seeing my family every time because of these people. They are so nice, they're so amazing. So they didn't even make me feel as if my family are back home. Something is like I have my family here. Then I'm so happy to be part of their team.
You've also been working on a project where you send shoes back to your hometown in Nigeria. Tell us about that a little bit.
Like I said before I can do anything, it's just about the team you have. I have these amazing people, like my teammates, that they support me in anything I'm doing. Because this shoe, I have my own shoe alone. I can't send it home. It's not enough. but they are the ones that support me with the shoe that they are not using anymore. They gave it to me. So that is part of the team. I'm so happy to be part of their team because I'm this kind of person growing up. I know what it takes, like, not to have something. Like, I've been there. I know if people doesn't have something, like trying to get this, but you don't have the money. So I know how it feels. Then coming here, then I kind of see them. I was like, oh, you guys, I know, like, most of the times you guys get new shoe. If you don't use the one that you used before, you can give it to me. And they just like, okay, we are fine. They just give it to me. So they are like encouraging me to do it because I always wanted to give back. It's not about giving shoe alone. I just want to give back anywhere I am. I want people around me to be happy. So with the support of my team, it makes it more easier for me.
All right, talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Aminat Olowora, and you can follow the Stars on OCUsports.com.
At Oklahoma City University, it's on all of us to put an end to sexual violence in our campus community.
Title IX is a federal law that addresses our students' right to education free from sex discrimination. OCU Athletics is committed to fostering a culture of respect for all members of our community.
We aim to embody respect and sportsmanship in all aspects of life.
And it's our job as athletes to intervene when something isn't right.
It's our responsibility as athletes, role models, and members of the community to look out for one another.
OCU athletes are not just champions on the field.
We also strive to be champions of character.
Consent is explicit, not implied.
Sexual contact without consent is sexual assault.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To intervene when something doesn't seem right.
To recognize that alcohol is never an excuse.
It's on us.
It's on all of us.
To make it known we will not tolerate this from
peers, teammates,
friends,
anyone.
To create an environment that respects everyone's rights and boundaries.
To do the right thing.
It doesn't just happen to women.
It's on us as teammates to lead by example.
To make it known that jokes about sexual assault are unacceptable.
To step up and say something.
To step up and say something.
To step up and say something.
To never blame the victim.
To support survivors.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
Every day we all choose the type of person that we want to be and the type of athlete that we want to be. And for me, the important lesson there is you got to wake up every day willing to earn it and make the most of it.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on all of us, OCU.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to track cross-country coach Matt Aguero. The Stars' men's and women's teams both won the conference championships over the weekend. And, Coach, this was the third straight conference championship for the women's team. Yeah. Became the #1 team after knocking off previous #1 Wayland Baptist. What kind of tradition has this program built?
Well, it's been nice. You know, we had our men who had won 3 championships in a row and kind of overshadowed the women for a long time. But now, you know, the women and men are kind of on par now. They're both looked at as national contenders, so we're excited about that.
Aminat Olowora for the second straight time as the individual champion. You had several other runners perform well as well. Talk about your individual performances.
Well, Aminat ran great. You know, we kind of had a strategy going in. You know, Wayland Baptist is a really strong team. They beat us by 2 points 3 weeks ago. We beat them earlier in the season, so we kind of went back and forth. So Aminat's plan was kind of to set back and help some of our other runners early on, which she did, and her and Lydia were able to finish first and second. And we actually had 6 runners all conference, so it was a pretty good day for us. We ran well as a team.
On the men's side, this was the 4th championship in 5 years. You mentioned 3 in a row. Didn't get there last year. How motivated were they to get back this year?
They were very motivated. I think we had this one circled, you know, on the calendar. To anytime, you know, our goal is to always win the conference championship. You know, try to win a national championship. And anytime you lose a conference meet, that's going to sting. But we lost by 1 point last year, so that kind of makes it even worse. So it all came together for us. We had a couple kids banged up early on, but early on in the season, and it seemed like just as the men's program, we all kind of got it rolling when we needed to. So it was a really good performance. We had 7 runners in the top 15, which is all conference.
Individually, you had the first and the third place in that one as well. Who are some of your individuals who performed well?
So Mark Shaw, won the meet. I think he's won 3 meets now. The only meet he lost was Chili Pepper, which is a very competitive meet. Finished runner-up in that. Oscar Kipkoros, who has ran the last 2 meets for us, finished 3rd. Max McNeil, Oakland Davis, Isaac Rolden, Mihal Roliski, and Kyle McKinley were all in the top 15. And so it's pretty exciting when you can get all 7 to be all conference for us.
The NAIA championships are now coming up. They're in Vancouver. What kind of course is it like up there?
It's a really nice course. There's some rolling hills. It's pretty similar to the course we ran last year, or maybe even Missouri Southern up in Joplin that we ran earlier in the season, which we ran really well at. It's probably not quite as hilly as Missouri Southern, but it's a lot of rolling hills. The only downside about it is you never know what the rain's going to be. Looking at the forecast, it's showing about 7 days in a row of rain. So hopefully it holds off, and if it's not muddy, it can be a fast day, but it doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter at the national championship. It's all about placing anyway. We were there a few years ago, and it was, I think it was 2012, but the national meet was there, and it was a mud pit. But we'll go out there and compete in it.
So what kind of outlook do the 2 teams have for the national championships?
Well, the women are currently ranked number 1. There's a lot of good teams, though. I think there's been 4 or 5 different teams ranked number 1 throughout this season, and any of them could win. We barely beat Wayland just the other day, and like I said, 3 weeks before that, they barely beat us. So anything could happen, plus there's some other good schools in there as well. Our men are currently ranked 6th. I think we're a little better than that. I know some of the coaches have kind of mentioned, we were top 3, which would be nice. I think we have the potential to make a run for it on both sides, which is all you can ask for at the national meet.
All right, talking to track cross country coach Matt Aguero. You can follow the Stars on OCUsports.com.